ひょっとするとでございますが、例えば奥様方のどなたかがたまたま玄関近くにおいでになり、バトラー様たちのノックか呼び鈴に気づいて扉をお開けになったとか。
そんなわけねえだろ。その時ゴーダさんは使用人室にいたはずだろ。玄関が開いたら使用人室にチャイムが鳴る仕掛けがあったはずだぜ。来客に気づかねえわけはねえ。
それがその
Suspicious.
ゴーダはその時ちょうど皆様方のお言いつけで
I was in there.
お飲み物
Genji, you
等の
fucker.
安全にお伺いしており、使用人室に不在でした。
なんでこんな大事な日に屋敷の使用人が一人なんだ。どうして源氏さんみたいな重要な人がゲストハウスの当番なんだ。おかしいじゃねえか。どうして使用人室を空っぽにしちまったんだ。
Where the fuck shit is Kennen? Or Shannon?
妻がそういうシフトを組んだのだ。よく気の利くゴーダなら親族会議中にも洒落た飲み物を差し入れてくれると期待したのだろう。
Yeah, she also probably didn't think people would get killed either.
しかしな、クラス兄さん、親族会議やで。一年で一番大切な日やで。そんな日になんでゴーダさん一人だけを屋敷の当番にしたんや。せめてもう一人おったら話は変わってたんとちゃうか。
Probably not.
ねえねえ。
With a half-crying, half-enraged, jumbled-up expression, Hideyoshi yelled at Goda. Of course, the culprit who killed everyone was the most to blame and the most despicable. However, even if he understood that, he needed to let off some of his emotions by hating someone he could see. That is very understandable. Fuck off, Erica. Actually, I don't think you are. I don't think you know how human emotions work. Calm down. If I could calm down, I would be calm.
ゴーダさんの戸締まりが不完全だったか、あるいはゲストハウスから戻ってきたバトラさんとマリアさんを誰かが迎え入れて、その後施錠し忘れたのかは分かりません。ただそれが謎の犯人の侵入と関係があったとは限りません。何しろあれだけの大きなお屋敷です。もっと早い段階から屋敷に入り、ずっと深夜までどこかの部屋で息を殺していたのかもしれません。誰かを疑いたい気持ちはわかりますが、どうか落ち着いてください。
客人の言う通りだ。憎むべきは犯人であって、たまたま当番だったゴーダではない。とにかく落ち着こう。私とて悔しい。だが今は我々が率先して冷静さを取り戻さなくてはどうしようもない。
兄貴、
皆辛くて悔しい気持ちは同じだ。そして犯人を絶対に許したくない。だからこそ我々は冷静を取り戻さなければならないのだ。
You should solve the epitaph. Apparently that works.
そうや。わしにもジョージがおる。クラウス兄さんにはジェシカちゃんがおる。
And Rudolph has no one.
そしてルドルフ君も
Oh,
帰りを待つエンジちゃんがおるはずや。
Yeah, that makes me feel just as good, Hideyoshi. Fuck off.
犯人と差し違えたる思うんはまだ早いんや。
まだ犯人はこの島にいます。そしてこの無残な事件がこれで幕を下ろしたとは限らないのです。私たちは冷静を取り戻し、これ以上の惨劇を食い止めねばなりません。
Erica's words softly consoled them and gently admonished them. If a servant had said the same thing, Rudolph would probably have jumped on him. However, since it had come from the lips of the guest, a neutral party, it seemed to reach their ears. Erica just wants more murders.
ここには成人の男性が3人もいて、そして銃を持っています。
Yeah, hopefully they're all on our side.
犯行の手口を見る限り、犯人が銃を持っている可能性は低いでしょう。つまり、私たちがしっかりしている限り、 もはや犯人に手出しする余地はないということです。
彼女の言う通りだ。後ろ宮の島でこれ以上犯人の好き勝手にさせるわけにはいかん。
Wait. No shit. Who would be the lover? The two that are close. Ken and Shannon? That would make for an interesting thing if they could do that. Probably Georgia and Hideyoshi then. There's no one else that's close. Kraus and Jessica maybe? George and Jessica? Oh, it could be George and Jessica now that I think about it. You know what? It's probably George and Jessica that'll die next.
この台風だ。島からは逃げられねえし、雨宿りできる場所だって限られてるはずだ。
Because it might be like part of their trial thing. They might have like another one of those like mutual killing things. What happened in the third episode? Or was it no, it was the fourth. It was the fourth. That they might have another one of those, but they just stay dead and they treat that as the second.
この島は案外狭くありません。残念ですが、この程度の人数で島を探すのは難しいでしょう。
That's why we just search the guest house and lock up and stay here.
何しろ皆さんは見つけたら即座に撃ち殺さんばかりの勢いです。
I would.
怯えた犯人があの深い森の中に逃げ込んだとしたら簡単には見つけられません。
そうやな。おとなしく台風が過ぎるのを待って船に警察を呼んでもらい島中を徹底的に探し回ってもらう方がええやろ。警察はな何百人も来てくれてほんまにしらみつぶしで探すんや。いくらあの深い森でもな絶対にあぶり出してみせるで。
We also could just burn the forest down. Fuck it. Literally smoke them out.
今一番大事なのはこれ以上愛する家族を失わないことだ。ルドルフ、お前に万が一があったら帰りを待つエンジェちゃんはどうなる？
She most likely would get adopted by Ava, who will mistreat her.
キリエ、
Oh wait, no. Ava's dead.
バトラ、
Oops. She goes nowhere? I don't know.
チキシュ。チキシュ。
Oh god, she'd actually go to Kasumi then. Like that family.
お前たちに俺はまだ打ち明けてねえって。
Jesus Christ. What oh, the truth has to be that Battler is Kirie's son. Like, that just has to be it.
クラウスさん、きっといとこ部屋の皆さんも激しく動揺していると思います。クラウスさんが落ち着きを取り戻したところを見せることによって皆さんも少なからず落ち着きを取り戻せると思います。
Mm-hmm.
言ってあげてはどうでしょう。
Sure.
そうだな。みんなにこれからのことを話さなければなるまい。
源氏さんと郷田さんも一緒に上に行ってください。シャノンさんやカノンさん、熊沢さんもきっと動揺されてると思います。
はい、それはもうきっと皆さんも動揺されていることでしょう。
よろしいのですが、何かお手伝いできることは他にありませんか？
だからこそクラウスさんと一緒にいてください。
Mm-hmm.
何かの時すぐにそれに応えられるように私たちは先にここの戸締まりを確認したいと思います。すぐに上がりますから先に行ってください。
わかりました。何かございましたらお呼びください。
Genji bowed and Kraus nodded. Kraus also nodded to Erika and then headed up to the second floor with Genji and Goda. In times of confusion, when only men are around, it is easy for a composed member of the opposite sex to control the initiative. Even without the detective's authority, she was able to control them quite naturally. Erika had wanted to get rid of the servants for the time being. I just suspect them.
よし。
It's the easiest way to open the front door
そうと
and
きた
lock
ら
it.
早速戸締まりを確認しようぜ。
問題はラウンジのこの大窓やな。シャッターもないみたいや。 ここをぶち破られたら侵入は防げんで。
Well, that's the point of the guns, because if someone's taking the time to break open the window and crawl through, you light them up.
いいさ。ガラスの割れる音で十分だぜ。蜂の巣にしてやら。
お静かに。
Bitch?
皆さんに残ってもらったのは戸締まりの確認のためではありません。
She suspects Kraus
今から言うことを冷静に聞いてください。
and the servants. When Erica lowered her voice, Rudolph and Hideyoshi realized that she was talking about something secret, so they brought their ears closer as soon as they regained their composure.
いいですか？事件は親族会議の小休止中というわずかの時間の間に起こりました。そのわずかの時間中に誰にも悟られずに6人もの人間を殺すなど到底場当たり的な犯行とは思えません。これは屋敷の内外の構造を知り尽くした関係者の犯行です。
それは。
それは内部に詳しゅうなかったら。
It's literally everyone in this place. Except Battler and Maria. Everyone else knows the layout of this mansion really well.
しかし
A short while ago, they had attacked Goda, suspecting the servants of making a blunder. However, they had only thought that he had forgotten to lock up, and were attacking him for letting the mysterious culprit sneak in. I mean, I wouldn't imagine someone just happened oh, I just found this island in the middle of a typhoon, so I started to kill people. Come on. It's a really stupid idea. I mean, yeah, you don't want to suspect your family members, that's why you suspect the servants. But come on. They hadn't considered that one of the servants they knew so well might have taken those lives with their own hands. No, they hadn't wanted to think it like that. People can't easily suspect someone they know well of being a culprit.
犯行当時、屋敷は内部より施錠され、親族会議に関わる皆さんしか存在しませんでした。
じゃあ兄貴がキリエたちを殺したってのか？それとも秀吉兄さんを疑えってのか？ありえねえ。考えられねえ。
わしは花からクラウス兄さんもルドルフ君も疑っとらんで。
Thanks, Erica.
わしら兄弟はみんな夫婦仲は円満や。後ろ宮家は確かに規律や金には厳しい一族やで。しかしな、家族を大事にするっちゅう気持ちは他の家に勝るとも劣らんつもりやで。
ええ、もちろんそれは信じてます。皆さんが奥さんを殺すなど夢にも思っていませんから。
Erica had already received Red Truth proof from Battler that they were not the murderers, so there was no need to argue that point. Kraus, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda. None of those four was the killer. And yet Erica said this.
しかし、ゴダさんはどうでしょうか。親族会議の間、ずっと控え室にいて、誰にも知られずに何らかの工作ができる立場です。
ゴーダさんを疑うのはちょいと早いで。ゴーダさんは小休止の時食堂に飲み物の配膳に来てくれてたんや。だいぶ長いことを一緒にいてくれた。
It's like he was building up an alibi, maybe.
とても6人も殺す時間的猶予があったとは思えんのや。
But I mean, like they said, Ori didn't kill anyone. It doesn't mean he's innocent, it just means he didn't kill anyone.
しかし実行犯を屋敷内に手引きすることはできたかもな。
Because other servants have to be involved as well. If it's not him, then another servant had to open the door. It'd have been impossible.
そういうことです。ゴーダさん自身は実行犯ではないでしょう。しかし、実行犯を密かに屋敷内に迎え入れることは十分に可能でした。
Rudolph and Hideyoshi, stunned, looked at each other. They were family. Even a wife of the siblings would be considered family. Though the siblings hated each other, it wasn't possible that they'd hate each other's wives enough to kill them. Ava and Rosa were two of the siblings, but none of the others could have had any reason to kill Natsui, Kyrie, Battler, or the young Maria. But to a servant like Goda, perhaps everyone was a little more than a complete stranger.
私が使用人を疑う点は2点です。まず1点目は、犠牲者たちと面識があり、かついずれの現場にも争った跡がないこと。すべての現場は全く乱れていなかったのを、皆さんもよくご存知のはずです。
それは俺も思ってたぜ。あの喧嘩慣れした切り絵が何の抵抗もなく綺麗にパッタリ殺されるかってんだ。
Well, she was burned to death.
相手の指くらいは食いちぎる女だぜ。
Do you know that from experience?
顔見知りが犯人で油断させたところを突然って方が確かに説明はつく。
それを言ったらうちのエヴァもや。何しろ武芸百般、暴漢が襲ってこないかと日々ワクワクしとる女やで。そんなあっさりと殺されるわけがない。
なら客間のローザさんだってどうです？一人娘と一緒のローザさんが不審者相手に抵抗もせずみすみすと殺されると思いますか？
Now she can be pretty fucking vicious.
そしてこのことはもう一つ大事なことを教えています。
大事なこと？
犯人は一人じゃないってことか。
そうや。客間にはローザさんとマリアちゃんが2人おったんや。同時に殺さなかったら大騒ぎになるところやで。それを殺せたっちゅうことは犯人は単独犯じゃないってことや。
ローザはマリアちゃんのことが絡めば小連れ熊みたいに怒りっぽくなるやつだ。
That's true. That episode 2 scene? Yep, she gets pissed.
仮に相手が銃で脅したとしてもひるむようなやつじゃねえ。なるほど。ローザにギリギリまで不信感を持たれない人物ってわけか。
未知の部外者が島に紛れ込んでいるという考えの方が非現実的であることがすでにお分かりと思います。犯人はこの島に精通した関係者、そして複数です。
The culprit's so unfamiliar and there's more than one. Erica's reasoning pointed clearly at the ones they should suspect and guard themselves against.
エリカちゃんは使用人たちを疑ってるってのか。
It had to be some family members as well, though.
はい、現状を推理して最も疑わしいと思います。彼らを疑う2点目がチェーンロックの密室なのです。
どうしてチェーンロックが疑わしいんだ？
Because if they had just locked the door with master keys, it would have clearly pointed to them. So they had to avoid that specifically, to make them look like it couldn't just be them.
もしチェーンロックのない密室だったら？
そんなの密室やないで。マスターキーの1本もあれば誰だって密室にできるわ。
And it would clearly incriminate him.
そういうことか。なるほどな。使用人たちが疑われないためにはチェーンでロックする必要があったってことか。
その通りです。チェーンをかけることで彼らは疑われずに済む。逆を返せばチェーンをかければ彼らマスターキーの所持者は疑いを免れないのです。
チェーンをかけて渡航するんは使用人だけっちゅうわけか。
連中の肩を持つわけじゃねえが、ならどうやってチェーン、外からチェーンをかけるなんてできるのか？
Nope, it isn't possible.
構造的に考えて不可能ではないと思います。こんな話ご存知ですか？マンションの郵便ポストに配達する郵便屋さんの中にはたまに針金で作ったヘラを持ち歩いてる人もいるそうですね。
ああ、聞いたことあるで。マンションの郵便ポストは似たような部屋番号のポストが隣接しとる。ひょいっと投函したら一部屋間違ったポストだったっちゅうことも割とある話らしいや。
Oops.
マンションのポストは施錠されてることがほとんどです。間違って投函してしまったらもう取り出せなくなってしまう。
In that situation, they're supposed to tell the owner of that mailbox about their mistake, but that takes too much fucking time. I'd rather break into it. Have the person unlock the mailbox for them and retrieve the improperly delivered mail. However, the resident of that apartment would often be out, and going through the process would be a real pain. Because of that, some mailmen would make a little tool with the out of wire with the loop at the end, and use that to fish the mistakenly placed postcard out through the crack of the mailbox.
俺もビルの管理会社の兄ちゃんに聞いたことがあるな。たまにトイレの個室の中で酔っ払って寝込んじまう奴がいるらしくて、そういうのを連れ出すために扉の隙間から薄い金具を入れて缶抜きを外したりすることもあるらしい。
そういうことです。
Oh, there's plenty of ways to open locked doors, like without keys and stuff. Because for that very reason, if you get locked inside of there, or you know, someone locks themselves in a room, you have to have a way to open it without breaking the door down.
どこの業界でも本来は開けられないものをひょいっと開けられる裏技的な小道具が存在するものです。
Yep.
同じものを屋敷の使用人たちが持っていたとしても、取り立てて驚くことではありません。
I mean, I have shit to open doors that are locked or that get accidentally locked and closed. It's just what you do. It's important to have, just in case.
確かに。
コツさえ分かれば、針金で外からチェーンをかけるのもできないわけじゃなさ
The
そう。
only problem is it's already been declared in red that that can't happen.
確かに。できないとは言い切れねえ。
True, physically speaking, one couldn't say for sure that there existed absolutely no way to set and unset chain locks from the outside. Chain locks allow for the door to open a crack. If you stuck something through the crack, you should be able to manage it easily. It was very natural for them to think that. However, Erica knew better. Though it might be possible in reality, the Red Truth had already declared that these closed rooms could not have been constructed from the outside. In other words, it was impossible to manipulate the chain lock from the outside. And yet, Erica was guiding their thoughts with the illusion that only the servants could have constructed the closed rooms. With an air of solemnity, fuck off, revealing some vital point, she steadily steered the situation in the direction she wanted. She wants to divide the party. Everything about her serious face for the last few minutes was an act. No, to put it in her words, it was a detective technique for tricking suspects. That's why I knew she wasn't just going to let this one go, because she has to be thinking those chain locks weren't really set, or the murders took place after the locks were broken. Or, you know, something along those lines, that it wasn't necessarily locked, or the culprit was among them. Because it was only by hearsay that it said only Kraus, Rudolph, and Goda were the ones to enter. It was only by hearsay, as Cornelia talked about. Or, yeah, I do believe it was that one. Meaning that it's only what they claim, thus it's not necessarily true.
同じ話はクラウスさんにもするつもりです。使用人たちの全員が犯人だとは言いません。しかし、犯人、もしくはそれに加担する人物が含まれている可能性は濃厚です。
No, but at least one of these people are involved. At least Rudolph or Hideyoshi is involved in some way. I don't trust them at all.
彼らを隔離し、銃を持つ人間を監視につけるべきです。
And Erica wants to split the party, it seems, with the adults and kids versus the servants. Rudolph and Hideyoshi looked at each other again. What she was saying made sense, and it sounded as though she was calmly smoking out the most suspicious people at this point in time. With her accomplished conversation techniques, Erica was skillfully grasping the initiative. Even without the detective's authority, it is possible to control human nature to this degree. What do you think, everyone? I don't even want to finish that statement. Fuck off. You're controlling what I was saying. Oh, can we go back to that battle? I want to see where Erica goes with it. What her ideas for it are. Because, I mean, it has to be some form of poison. Because there's no... It's either that or they were killed after the fact. Or they weren't killed at all. Or the room was locked, they opened it to let the culprit out. Or, well, no, the culprit wasn't in there at the time. So yeah, it had to be poison. Or they just didn't die. Well, no, you're constantly on the defensive. You're constantly trying to keep from being destroyed instantly. From the perspective of the human side, it feels like trying to shoot at a target hidden by mist. From the witch's side, a random shot might become fatal. What kind of games do you like playing? Oh, it's definitely roulette, Russian roulette. Probably his sin. It was a strange question, even though in the past Beato had always been the one posing it to Battler. Now that Battler had figured out, Beato was the one asking him about it. No, you gotta learn that yourself. You dick. Yeah, and you know, that would be really nice too. Damn it. Yes, you are. Yes, this was the single miracle seed that Battler had left behind. If Beato could remember a certain something without being told, that would prove that Beato had truly revived. So he wouldn't tell her. It was Battler's final seed, which existed because he still couldn't abandon his hopes that Beato would revive. She did! She's just not the same. Come on. Stop it. Stop being mean. Let her be. She's good. That's very true. As she watched that sad smile, Beato's chest tightened. He was looking at her, and seeing the old her. Yes, I must become my former self for his sake. My older sister who gets burned by spider webs and I who don't must become one. Surely it's more useful to him if I go on a journey to find myself now, than if I simply watch over his game. Obviously. I'd rule over a nice section of fragment and just be happy. Yeah, I could get some sleep. I hope you stick around. You're a nice girl. Beata was uncertain. Even she was probably no more than a piece in this game. No! I don't want to see her go. If the game ended, then would she, one who had been born out of the game's rules, disappear?
魔法を完全に理解している。だからお前をゲーム版の外へ連れ出せる。
Awesome.
それがお前の望みだったはずだ。
Oh, if I could carry any character off the game board, yes, please.
私の望み？
それ以上は内緒だ。
Oh my god.
お前がそれらを自力で思い出してくれる奇跡を
Thanks,
待
Battler.
ってるぜ。
After smiling bitterly for just a second, Battler laughed and told her not to worry. Well, now I'm gonna worry about it. Apparently, it was best if she avoided talking to Battler about her previous self.
じゃあ俺はちょっと対戦相手殿の様子を見てくる。
She's probably a little pissed right now.
あのバカが次はどんなへりくつを言い出すか楽しみだぜ。
かつてのバトラさんもそれにかけてはなかなかでしたよ。私としましては第2のゲームの第1の番に対する小型爆弾を飲ませて殺したが
Hey.
最高傑作かと。
That was a very good theory. And very practical. Watch it.
それは俺の黒歴史最高傑作だ。
You're treading on thin ice if you don't say that's a legitimate argument and a legitimate theory.
早めに忘れてくれ。
はい、そのように努めます。
She's so fucking cute. Come on. Battler became a cloud of gold butterflies and disappeared in the darkness. Can I just have her? Please? She's too nice. Too cute.